Hello, friends, and welcome. You are watching episode number 2 of our Software Incorporated Alpha 9 Vanstra PC Let's Play. My name is Sean, and I'm glad that you're here with me today as I play some video games. When we left off, well, I don't remember what it was when we left off, but when we come back today, it is January of 1982. I don't remember because I did run a few months in between when we left off, and now I ran enough time to where I trained Sean up to where he's basically at the top of the skills in all of his abilities. Not quite 100% on everything, but I don't think I'm going to bother trying to do that. I guess one thing I do want to train him on is being a leader. I usually don't make my original guy be a lead, but I think that might be worthwhile because leads also work on other stuff. Although I don't know that I set his personality. I should probably take a look at that. It's not really so important right now, but oh wait, he does not have any system art skills. That must not be a skill. His personality, yeah, he's not social, so he probably should not be a leader with his independent. But come on, I'm a manager in real life. Well, there are people who would argue that I'm not a very good leader either. But the reason that I stopped training and everything and came back, we're at 100,000. That's close where I wanted to be. I wanted to have a little more cash on hand before we started messing around. But the reason I stopped is because the contracts that we have available are either going to take multiple months or they're going to take more than one person. So we need to hire somebody else. I think what I want to do for our second person is maybe hire an artist and then train them up in their other skills. So I, I don't know. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that because he can do art. The reason I was thinking about that is because artists are cheap. They're the cheapest people to hire, right? 2,500 for an artist, 5,000 for a designer, 4,300 for a programmer. So they are definitely a lot cheaper than anybody else. But programming is still what we're going to be doing mostly of, so that would be the most profitable thing for me to hire. So I'm going to go ahead and hire a programmer. Now, they won't be available until tomorrow. I also want to have them on a separate team. I'm going to have two teams. So we're going to go here and we're going to start two teams. First off, I'm going to rename this team as Team A. I'm not going to be very creative with the team names here. And then we're going to add Team B. Really, the only team that's going to have a specific name is going to be the marketing team, and that'll be called marketing. And Team B will show up an hour later. Actually, I'll have them show up 2 hours after me and leave 2 hours after me. That way I can get the designing done before he shows up, and then he can do the non-design work. So that means we also need to expand out our building. I want to try to think ahead here. When we start having actual teams, they're going to have like the team rooms will be 6 by 6, and managers' offices will be 3 by 3. So if we go 6 by 6 here, that doesn't really leave. I guess we could have that office over here, and then the manager's office over here. I'm not really sure. I believe the meeting rooms also can be 6 by 6. So if we extend this out one, we can put another room onto there. But I think that'll do for that one for now. And then I guess I'll put the second one. Well, you know what? For now, I'm actually just going to put that right there. And we will make the necessary changes later on. I'm going to expand. We're going to need a restroom. As a matter of fact, I'll just put the restroom in. We're still going to be pretty cheap. And I don't want to spend any money that I don't have to. Did I never give him? I never gave him a calculator, did I? That is a nice little boost to his. But since I don't have a calculator, that means I can just copy this and we can add whatever thing it's going to need after it's done. Great. So we're going to do that. We're going to move you in there. That. No, I thought I moved it. I guess I didn't. All right. One of the drawbacks with playing in the woods here is I can't have, like I need to worry about year-round temperatures. In my offline game, I am playing in the tundra, so it's constantly snowing, which I'm not really thrilled about. But the good news about that is I don't have to worry about air conditioning or cooling. I can just keep focused on the heating side of things, and that works out pretty well. There we go, and we're going to move that clock into there. Well, I didn't really want to move it, but whatever. So that means we need to duplicate it to put another clock in here. Let's move you over into this office, and we're going to move, I guess I'm going to want to have the heater and fan still out here. As a matter of fact, I want to leave that plant. I'm going to move the painting because it'll be torn down when I clear that wall out. I don't really need this out here, I don't think, because I believe that, whoops, I believe that just helps your skills. Okay, weird. Why wouldn't you let me have you go the other way? Huh. All right, how about you go like that? Like, are you insisting that you must block that painting? Oh, I want to duplicate that because we don't want to have a cold lobby. I'm going to leave that plant out there so we can have some sort of decent decoration in our lobby, not that it really matters. I'm going to want to duplicate that fan. Right there will do, and then I can put in standard light over in this office like that. Great. I'm going to move the clock off of the wall here so I can put a, oh really, why can't I put the clock there? Because the fan? I'm going to move the clock off the wall so I can put a window on that wall, which means I need to come over here to where the windows are. My mouth is drying out there. Where's that window? There it is. Put you right here. We're going to put another window right. I guess I can't because I probably put that clock in front of his desk. Shows you what kind of boss I am. I want people looking directly at the clock. Here's how much time you have left. Stay focused. Stop daydreaming. No, you can't use Reddit while you're at work. All right. Matter of fact, let's give him another window or not. And we'll put another window over here on this wall. I say on that wall. There we go. All right, this is going to be a bathroom right there, so we need to have a toilet. Oh boy, he's going to need all sorts of, new people need all sorts of goodies. We need a toilet like right there. We're going to put a painting in there so it's not quite so awful. And there's going to be a light. There we go. Right there is fine. And over here, a door goes right there. And then we're going to expand this room a little bit like that maybe. Combine those rooms. There we go. Oh, we lost our, shoot. I kind of liked that style too. Dang it, and I didn't, oh yeah, thanks. You can copy it now, yeah. Can I, yeah, I reset to default style? Yeah, this is default style. Shoot, that's too bad. Okay, well, we'll make it work. Give me a minute. All right, we're gonna copy you onto that wall. And do I still have that plant in there? I don't, for some reason. We're gonna duplicate that, put that there. We're gonna put a table over here, but we'll put a nice table right there. Put a coffee maker on it. Again, I could save money by buying this coffee maker, but why wouldn't I just buy the espresso maker, which is environmentally beautiful and qualitatively beautiful? Yeah, I don't get it. So there we go. I'm going to delete because I don't like that kind of a light. Yep, I do want to sell it. And we're going to put a standard overhead light in like that. All right. Okay, so for our lobby, we had exterior. Oh, it ruined all of our exterior as well. I don't even remember. We had kind of a sage color going on for our outside, right? Looks nice. Let's make it a little brighter. That's our exterior. Apply. I guess I have to do that on each room. Did I mention I don't really decorate my rooms in the normal course of things? Exterior. Apply. Great. Okay. You know what? I think we're going to have consistent carpeting in all of the rooms. So we'll go to floor, and we had that kind of yellowish, sandy colored carpeting. That's great. Apply. But we're going to go ahead and do different room, different wall. And I guess I forgot to, oh, for crying out loud. All right. No. Set as default style. Reset to default style. Okay, great, beautiful. So now we will do different walls for some of these different rooms. This one had a nice blue, like that is good. Let's make it even more of a blue, except for that is the interior. Oh. Okay, good, it didn't apply it. Great, so we're going interior, and we're making it kind of a nice blue, like that. We'll make it a little darker blue. Good, apply. And here we'll go a little more green, I think. Interior, greenish. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. And we'll say that this, our second person, is going to get kind of a salmon colored interior. So that'll be like over here, maybe a little darker, maybe a little more red. There we go. That looks good. All right. Feel free to mock my taste. I am not a tasteful decorator, but I think that looks, those colors look nice. I am mostly doing the colors for you guys. Like I said, normally when I do this, I stick with the original black and white, and I don't really worry too much about colors and stuff. But we'll have, and I'm going to have these associated with the team colors, so then I can copy these styles into the other. Into the similar team room, so that'll make it a little easier to keep track of teams and stuff. I guess one thing I need to do is put doors on there. Doors are going to be in the construction menu, not in the buying stuff menu. I don't know why I have a window in that wall. That's dumb. Yes, I want to dismantle that. I'm going to put a door in that wall instead. That makes a lot more sense. And this is going to be team A, and this will be team B. And I bet you I forgot to set our new employee to team B. He probably, or did I hire our new employee yet? Oh, I didn't hire him yet. Okay, that's great. I did set up the second team though, right? Whoops, that does not close the windows. Manage teams. Yep, team 2. All right, that's good because I want to stagger the vacations out as well. Oh, it doesn't. There we go. It doesn't really matter because I don't end up taking vacations, but I'm still going to stagger them out like that. Great. Okay, everybody's set on that one. So now, hire employee. We're going to go ahead and hire a programmer. We're going to set the salary. I don't want to set it too high, but I don't want to set it too low either because it's going to end up getting higher anyways. And then we're going to increase the cost there, so that'll get us the highest, the greatest opportunity of people. Let's begin looking. Let's see. Let's look and see who's compatible with us, but we will end up going with their own person. Obviously, you want to go young and you want to go skilled. This programmer, pretty skilled overall, 26 years old, because everybody retires at age 60, I believe. Oh, this one's even more skilled. And they're social, so they're a good future leader. All right, we're gonna go with this with Isaiah here. So great, Isaiah, welcome aboard. There's how you hire somebody. I will have limited funds. Yep, I get that, but we're gonna go ahead and hire you anyways. And then we will work on contracts together. We should be able to make enough money, and I'm going to send you to school on a regular basis. So I think I could probably, if it comes down to it, I can knock this one out myself in 2 days. I'm not sure whether Isaiah is going to make it in today or not, but we will find out. So good. Two employees here soon. Things are looking, things are coming up. Now, everybody's going to come in and drink coffee all day long. That gets a little annoying, how often they come in and drink coffee. That's right, I'm going to have to actually extend this room out a little bit I need to put in a snack bar as well. Or not snack bar, but you know what I mean. All right, now, no, I don't want to reset to default style. Set as default style. And then I want to merge those two rooms. Merge rooms, and of course you do that. So reset to default style, great. Let's put in a snack machine, which would be underneath the furnishings. And it is anywhere in here. There it is right there. Great. So we'll put you right there. And now when Isaiah gets hungry, he can have something to eat. Whew, a lot of work there. But now we're prepared to make real money. Kind of a weird looking little building. But we're thinking ahead with this plan. I don't like that heater is right in front of the window. Gonna move it. There we go. So that way when we look inside, we don't just sit there and stare at a heater. Also, I don't know why you don't have a window over on this side of your building. And I guess Isaiah's not going to come in today, which is kind of a shame. But he'll come in tomorrow, and we will put him to work. Let's give you a nice front-facing window. And I might be able to finish this up today. Oh shit, did I I wasn't paying attention. Gotta pay attention to those things. So that's gonna cost me on the, gosh. That's what I get for trying to make these videos. It's gonna cost me. It's gonna hurt the quality. I think it'll still be acceptable, but dang it. Oh well, no use in crying over spilled milk, right? That's not what I want to do. I want to switch you to just being an artist until you wrap up the art on that. And maybe you can do that before you go home, or maybe not. Dummy. Alright. Go on home. I hope I didn't send you to a class tomorrow. That would suck. But you know who I should send to a class tomorrow is Isaiah. Let's make sure I didn't send you to a class. Okay, if I had sent you to a class, it wouldn't allow me to select the educate thing. So let's educate Isaiah. We will give him 2D programming for 2 months. Yep, great, okay. Next month, February 1982. Speed it up a little bit. So we still won't meet Isaiah for a little while yet. But we can come in and, oh, there we go. We're going to promote that. I say promote that. There we go. That's the right button. And we'll get some of those bugs ironed out. Maybe start working on next month's project a little early. This one, okay. I think we can do that. Let's accept work. I bet you I am not working on this one because I'm set to be artist only, aren't I? There we go. Any role. Now I can work on both of those, and I can pay more attention this time and make sure that I don't accidentally over design this one. And probably the quality on that Max Street Corp thing doesn't need to be super high, so I don't think it's going to be a disaster that I screwed up like that. I'll try to make sure I iron out some extra bugs to maybe make them a little happier. I'm going to release it now. Satisfactory quality. Okay, good. So nothing to worry about there. Look at that. We're up to $100,000, so we've gotten a little extra money. Still accumulating funds. I'm going to go ahead and throw some of that money into insurance. There's, you know, we can understand the interest is not high on the modest amount of money that we have on there, but it's still interest, and we may as well be making it. You are going to need to move so that way people can get to the snacks when the time comes. And, oh yeah, you go home at 1700, huh? I could, actually, I think I might have you start staying a little later now that the projects are getting a little more difficult. Nope, that's the wrong team though. There we go. So I'll have you stay a little later. So I'm gonna have you guys start even later because I still want them to be there after I go home. But he's not gonna stay late today. He will stay late tomorrow. Let's speed it up a little bit. I'm not leaving any unfinished projects over here. There we go. We will meet Isaiah next month because he's still not going to be in today. Here comes the boss though. So we're pretty much going to need to focus on Chicken Fan's project all day today. Finish up that code and then focus on the artwork a little bit. Switch you to artist. There we go. Wrap up that art. And promote it. Yep. And then put you back onto any role. There we go, so you can iron out those bugs. And you may as well start the next project. Oh, no more single month projects, huh? That's a real shame. I don't really want to start doing a, actual programming project yet. This one looks like it'll be okay though. That's a lot of code, 76,000 lines, 78,000. We should be able to get it done, but I might not want to try that this month. How about this embedded system? 124,000 lines. Wow. Guys expect an awful lot from me. I don't really want to, yeah, and I definitely don't want to do that because I do need to do all the design work myself. All right, 76, 78, 75, 80, 80, 124. Go with 75. All right, let's accept that one. And we will work on both of those at the same time. Once again, I don't want to over-design this. Keep an eye open. Once this gets to 20, I'm going to release it. Come on. Guess I slowed it down. There we go. Satisfactory quality, good. That got us some good money. Speed this up through the end of the day. I don't think he's going to finish designing it by the end of the day today. Maybe I'll get it designed in the morning before the next guy shows up, because he's just going to sit there twiddling his thumbs until this thing is designed. He can't start programming. Now, I felt like in the past, the owner got stressed out if I tried to make him work 10-hour days. He doesn't seem to be getting stressed out. So, good. Oh, there you go. He's tired and can't work. But that's fine, because you were supposed to go home at 1800, right? Yeah, why don't you just go home? Too tired to go home? All right, let's go. We will meet our new employee today. But until then, we need to finish designing this project so our new employee can start working on it. I want to be ready to promote it. Oh, look at that. We're going to have it promoted just in time for the new guy to show up. There we go. We're going to assign this to teams A and B, so that way the new guy will work on it. Let's make sure that new guy is set to do programming only. Sean, why don't you go ahead and focus on the artwork until we have all that artwork done, and then you can focus on programming as well. Oh yeah, new guy shows up at noon. It's like, is he just not coming in today? I guess he's going to show up at 11 today, huh? Maybe he showed up at 11 because that was the original time for him to show up. Anyways, welcome. Welcome, new guy. What's your story? Oh, you look a lot like me, except wearing a sweatshirt. Alright, well, I hope you enjoy working here. Are you going to get upset because you're set in an office by yourself? I've had some of these guys get upset because they're not getting enough social need. We will wrap up the day, and then, okay, Sean, you're just about done doing your artistry. And we will turn you back into a programmer. There we go. And then just focus on getting that programming done. And we should be able to knock this thing out with no problems at all. Throw some of this money into our reserve fund. We have 75,000, so let's throw half of it in there. Great. No penalty for withdrawing it or anything. And having money in your reserve fund makes everybody a little bit happier, I think. It supposedly makes it easier to hire new employees and stuff like that. Alright guys, well I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode number 2 of our series. If you have, be sure to click the like button down below. Maybe leave me a comment. I always want to hear from people. If you would like me to name a employee after you, say something about that down in the comments. I'm probably going to name an employee after you anyways. But give me, if you want me to name an employee with like a real name, go ahead and do that. Let me know down there. I hope you have enjoyed, and really the day was supposed to end by the time I finished my little outro there, and I still haven't quite finished it. So let's wait until, there we go, they are going home, and well, he's gonna grab a snack and then go home. I mean, that's okay, I guess. Well, why don't you just go and eat something at home? All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.